Hello again everyone, it's Paddy from Paddy Does a One Bro on the Paddy Does a One Bro channel. But this isn't One Bro, this is something different. It is something different. I wanted to do something a bit different on the channel for a change. I do lots of level 1 runs on here and the old place obviously. But I've got ideas for other things I want to do as well, other silly challenges that might be a laugh. So this is the first one. This is, as you can probably gather, Dragon's Dogma. It's a really, really good game where you make friends and go around the world and solve problems and beat dragons, and it's good. It's a really good game. There's loads to do in it. It's great. But I wanted to try something a bit different in it, which we will go into in a moment. I just wanted to sort of put this forward as a diary of sorts. It's not going to be a full let's play as we've done before, because I don't really want to make Laura sit through 80 to 100 hours of a game that's a lot of it is just walking, because a lot of it is just walking, come on, be honest. So she will be not on this one unless something cool happens. She might turn up in the middle of the show, you never know. But for the moment it's going to be more of a diary. I'm going to be recording footage and then just talking over it post commentary and cutting things together, make it a bit more concise. Because I did try, honestly, I did try talking while I played, and frankly, it was crap. Because I was trying to pay attention to the game, and plus think of the silly challenge I was trying to do, and it just wasn't. I don't know the game as well. It wasn't coming out while I was asking, what's this item, what's this item, what's this item? It wasn't good listening. I didn't like it. So, yeah, we'll get into the show in a minute. I just want to say, firstly, again, thank you very much to the lovely Wayne at Onside7 on Twitter for once again providing wonderful new art, which will probably be used on all of the non-Dark Souls stuff. Maybe some Dark Souls stuff, I don't know. It'll be used on all the non-Paddy Does a One Bro stuff for sure, because as much as I love having new art for all my different series, I don't think I can afford it. So yeah, this will be the art going forwards. Once again, at Onside7 on Twitter. Please go say hello to Wayne. He's a lovely boy. Tell him that art is good. Tell him that you want him to make you art, and then give him money to make you art. You won't regret it. I don't. I hope the art's good. I'm recording this before I've had it, so I hope it's good. It is good. Come on, what are we doing? So, anyway, moving on. This is Dragon's Dogma. The report. The Dragon's Dogma report? The Dragon's Dogma report. That'll do. This is the idea for the run. So Dragon's Dogma is normally a game where you have pawns and friends that run around with you and are your friend. I've decided I don't want any friends in this run. I'm not going to summon any pawns, except a little one moment at the start where you have to. And when I make a pawn of my own, which is a companion that goes with you for the whole game, I'm going to throw them off a cliff as soon as I can and then progress on by myself. Apparently it is possible, and it's fun, and it's a bit hard, and it's a bit odd. So we shall find out just how hard and odd it will be. We're going to start off as a warrior. I've been told that's a pretty good class to start with, and end up in the assassin class, which has a couple of good augments that make you better at fighting things on your own. So I might do the DLC. We don't know yet. I've never done it before. I'm interested in it. I'll definitely want to look at it. I have it, so maybe we'll go have a little look later. Who knows? But not yet, because I need to learn how to play the game again first. So to start off, we've got a tutorial that we have to play, where you start as a previous Arisen. And the dragon's there, and he's cool, and he says hello to you. Basically, for this tutorial, you just need to run past a lot of it. You don't need to fight it, and if you don't know the controls, or if you do know the controls, you can just run past everything, which is what I did. I had to fight a little bit near the end, but essentially you go in, you fight a Chimera, you cut its heads off, and bing, bang, boom, you're in the game. So first things first we need to do is make ourselves a boy. Now what I thought is I'm going to be on my own, so I wanted to kind of make a no mates, you know, and I thought, what's a good name for a no mates? Nigel no mates. Nigel no mates is a really good name for a person who hasn't got any friends. So I decided to make a big sad boy with a big kissy face. I like the mouth. The mouth was good. The mouth is small and the mouth was good. So this is our boy. Nigel no mates. I should have put no mates in at the time. I didn't think of that till later, but Nigel no mates is our boy. So yeah, first steps in as soon as we can. We do the dragon fight. Get ourselves good and killed. wake up again, and it's fine. I'm the Arisen now. I'm the chosen one who can talk to the Pawn Legion, and they will forever be my friend. This is Rook. Rook must die. Rook gets thrown in the toilet as soon as possible, and then we head on to the encampment, which is the first kind of destination of the game. It's a military base. You kind of have to go to here, part of the main quest, to make your main pawn and meet your main pawn, who will also end up in the toilet, and do your first couple of quests. So the first thing you're going to want to do is fight yourself a big old Cyclops. As you can see, I took a bit of a hit at the start, panicked a little bit, but generally this fight isn't that hard. You just run around, try and climb on him. I'm used to being able to climb a little bit better with the Strider class as the warrior, who's a bit slower, but I don't think too well. We beat the Cyclops, we pick up his bones, and then we get on with our life. So then we go back into the encampment, and we make ourselves a nice little main pawn. Now, I wanted to make a little small boy, a little small skeleton boy. I think, oh, I'll make a tiny skeleton boy. And as I was making him, he kind of became a bit goblin-y by accident. And then I found, I think it was the ears or the skin first. I can't remember. And then I thought, oh yeah, he's a goblin. So this is Goblin. I can't remember what the name was that the game makes you choose. I think it might be like Gibson or something. But this is Goblin. So before we can get rid of Goblin, we have a small training quest to do. There are some targets in a field, and we have to go break them. There's a man that runs this quest, and he says, "Enough! Enough!" all the time. I quite like it. I like the way he sounds. Enough! Enough! It's fun. So we have to go around and break some targets. The problem comes when you get to stage 3 of this challenge, which requires a magic user. And me, being the smarty pants I am, made Goblin into a Strider. So I have to go back to the crystal, grab one of the NPC summons because PSN was down, bring that character in, break all the targets, and then get rid of them immediately. Then we finally head out the door of the encampment, pick up Goblin, throw him straight in the toilet, head back to Cassidus, and get on with the game. So first things first, we visited the local inn and met Madeline, who's a trader, and she wants us to take her to the encampment. Pretty easy start, just me on my own. I've already got a follower, albeit she's not a pawn, it doesn't count, so we escort her to the main quest. Madeline, it's very, very slow. She keeps stopping and finding things and picking things up. It's very boring. But we get her back there safe, and she professes her undying love for me and then proceeds to ask me to buy things off of her for money, which of course I do because I need the stuff, and she sells some pretty good stuff. So we do our purchases with Madeline, we pick up a bunch of quests, and we try and work out what to do. For some reason, I decided to try and kill seagulls first. I tried many things on these seagulls. I tried to attack them regularly. I tried to run in and attack. I tried to use my blink strike. I tried to throw rocks at them. Nothing really worked. I don't think Warrior's made for this. When I become an assassin later, I'll get a bow. I can come back and do this later. I thought it was worth a go. I can't kill a bird with a sword in this game. I really tried. So now we move on to the first actual challenge of the game. This is the Well quest in Cassidus, the main town. The Well quest is one of the ones you pick up early. You meet a soldier who hid when the dragon attacked, and he tells you that there was something loud and goobly down there, and he didn't like it. So normally, you go down with some friends and you batter it. I went down on my own, as is the game. Popped down, I met some rats, which got me a nice little quest complete. Ka-ching! So chopped a bunch of rats up, met some bats as well, that's pretty fun. And then we met the lizards. So when you're in the dark, you have a lantern in Dragon's Dogma. You put your lantern on, and then you can see things again, as you would hope. The problem is down here, there's a lot of water. So if you go anywhere near the water and your lantern goes under, or you roll, or you get knocked down, the lantern goes out. It's bloody dark down here. And I was lizard rushed and chopped and killed and murdered by these lizards a couple of times. Wasn't my finest move. I think being surrounded at such a low level is not a good start. Now normally this is where pawns would be able to strike the tail, but they're not here. So I have to strike the tail myself. Now the way that I had to deal with this was fighting them one by one, very carefully, very slowly. I think I used almost all of my healing up during this fight. I ran around, beat them one by one. I think there's 8 of them. And yeah, it went okay. Not my finest work. I did take a few hits that I shouldn't really have taken. But this is early days, and again, you're supposed to come here with friends, really. So this was the first real challenge of the game. beat the lizards, got the quest ding, and then it told me to leave. You can't go back up the way you came, so I head off down a little side passage. Oh no! I met some bandits, and some poo came out. I nearly spaffed almost every healing item I had. Getting through this, I was terrified. There were big choppy sword boys. I think at one point he knocked me through a door, which was weird, and they went back in their room. But I had to play careful, play quiet. The guy with the two-handed sword was a real problem. I couldn't break his guard anyway. The other two guys went down pretty easily, but the big sword guy was my nemesis. Got him down, beat him, took everything they had, probably ate most of it straight away. Got out myself alive, ran back to the encampment, got myself a better stinger attack, which is my sort of blink strike, which is the forward dash, upgraded that, got some more HP, and headed off to just do a bit of random questing. I tried to find some flowers at night, failed miserably. I fought too many goblins, died miserably. Did a few odd jobs around town, sort of passed some notes back and forward and found a book. That was alright, you know, fairly basic stuff. The quests aren't necessarily easy to find in this game. You have to go into rooms and find them, unless you know where they are. I'm probably going to be using a wiki to find some easy quests, or to find the quests. I don't want to miss anything, you know, I don't want to... I mean, if I didn't go in these rooms, I wouldn't have found these quests. So I'm going to be wikiing it up as we play. And yeah, wandered around, didn't find enough flowers. I need to find like 5 of the moon flowers, and I think I managed to find 2 so far. But that's okay. And the last thing I did of the session is I found a cool little secret cave in the side of the mansion, in the side of the hill, and ended up finding some chests with some stuff in it, which I'll either keep or I will flog for another day. And that's about where I called it a break for the day. So final thoughts for the first day. It's fairly what I expected so far. The lizard quest was definitely the hardest part, and I am looking forward to what comes soon. I know we've got a lot of bandits to deal with at some point. I know there are trolls and ogres, and normally there's a mage healing you as you're playing. This is not a thing that I get. I have to remember to use all my healing items. So I'm going to look up what the best, cheapest, easiest to find healing items are, stock up on them, and hope to God that I don't get weighed down with stuff. Ooh, it's an interesting one, this one. It's a game I don't know so well, so I'm trying to learn as I play, and there's a lot to take in, but I think I'll be okay. So we're calling it there for the day. Nigel would like to thank you all for joining me on this little Dragon's Dogma report. Yeah, I like that. The Dragon's Dogma report. That's good. And I will see you very, very soon, I hope. Probably the next time I get stuck in Bloodborne. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you all soon.